All right, let's get started. Welcome everyone. I can't even speak. I'm hoping everyone's going well tonight. So yes, what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into an issue that I currently have. So we want to do a full site test. We want to log a Docker bug where the word developer is in the tag, which we'll do in a minute. But first, we've got a bit of an issue with the latest RC6. So what's actually happening is I deployed it onto our production site and it just crashed everything. So what we want to do is we want to see if we can do this locally. So we're going to open up this. I'm going to copy this. We are actually going to open up we should have just trying to remember if this is this is an oldish one, but not a problem because essentially we're doing the same thing now. Init had nothing in it, so I'm just going to delete that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move everything over here so everyone can see. Now MariaDB. Still 11, but oh wait, they've got 10.11 long-term support. Yeah, I would stick on 10.11 for the moment for the examples. So we've got NearBeach database. For 3, what we're going to have here is we're going to have NearBeach database, NearBeach user, NearBeach password, and we're just going to have NearBeach password again here. This is just for the admin thing. Then down here, we've got a secret key. I will just Django. I'll just generate something quickly. Oh, I don't think, let's just go like so. I'm not going to fill out any of this just yet, but we'll need to fill out the database. So that will be NearBeach database, NearBeach user, NearBeach password. That's using the DB host, the engine, the port that we need, the admin user. We should have it. Let's just keep it admin. And allowed hosts. Actually, I think it's like that. I think it's like that. Yeah, we're not dealing with connection strings or anything like that at the moment, so I'll leave those blank. Cool. So we're going to save that. We're going to open up a terminal. We're going to go docker compose up. YAML control characters are not allowed. Got an escape character there. So it's just going to pull. Oh, before I do that, now this is with the latest version of NearBeach, right? Yes. Now I am going to be pedantic. I'm actually going to put the version that I keyed in. All right, so it needs to download everything. 237 megabytes. All right, that's not too bad. That is going to take a while. So the good news is I brought prod back up by just reverting the version. Didn't take me long at all, which is good news. All right. Sorry, I better mute my laptop. There we go. Okay. All right, looks like we've got some errors coming through. Connection string is either blank or malformed. I'm just gonna cancel, and we're gonna go through these errors. So I'm gonna go all the way up to the top. So it pulls everything, starts MariaDB, it waits for the database, can't connect to server on NearBeach database. Okay, that's fine. Manage module, Ocean Suite. Output. Just seeing which files this would be a problem for. And hey, the Bob that I know, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. We have got a critical issue in our release candidate 6. So I wanted to install it and get it all tested and stuff like that, but stuff just isn't working. So in Ocean Suite URLs, we've got nearbeach.urls, import URL config, yep, bootstrap, yep. We're just essentially reading through all of this to get to the bottom of it. Get file handler. Connection string is either blank or malformed. All right, so it's complaining about the connection string. What can we do? I can probably switch this over into Minio very quickly. So what I want to do, so I'm just thinking about this. I want to open up NearBeach. I want new window. I'm going to close everything. I'm going to minimize everything. I'm going to open up NearBeach. We've got local, we've got settings. And then in the settings, we should have AWS access key ID. So we need the env file. I'm not worried about these at all. What I want to do is I want to copy them because this is all local sort of stuff. This isn't going anywhere. I do need to actually start my Minio. So that will start Minio. And what I want to do is I'm just going to copy those. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do a new line and I'm going to paste them. So we should have that. If I destroy that terminal and I bring up a new terminal, just so we can read all the errors and stuff like that, and I don't scroll past where we wanted to go. And the good thing is this is all working perfectly fine. An issue has occurred trying to connect to the S3 bucket. All right, cool. Now that might be because my credentials don't match up, which, hey, that's fine. They should, because I was testing stuff and so forth like that. So let's go localhost 8000. Bring that over here, localhost. Now, we haven't set up an email or anything like that. So mailtrap.io. Give me 2 seconds. I've just got to log in. And what I'm just going to quickly do I'm just going to bang them in like this and then go. I'm not too worried about these credentials either. Okay. That would be sandbox.smtp.mailtrap.io. Port will be 2525. The user will be this. Because, yeah, once again, at the end of the stream, I just clear this. It's piss easy to do. That, and you're only ever going to send stuff into an inbox, which goes nowhere. Okay. So everything's working. What we want to do, forgotten password. You know what? I better log in. Okay, it'll pop up in here. Here it is. Reset password. This goes to my local one. Test $1, $2, $3, $4. Test $1, $2, $3, $4. Change passwords. Go to login screen. I think. Okay, so we don't have any object or anything like that. So if we create a new project, like so. Now this should also be passing over, yeah, under a kilobyte. Cool, transferred, which is nice. Nice to have. Sorry, under a megabyte, not a kilobyte. So 868 kilobytes transferred, which is really nice. And then it gets less and less and less when you just don't cache stuff. Yeah, all right. So we have an issue with... Yeah, we know that issue. All right, response. Yep, all right. Not a problem. So it looks like this worked. Why didn't it work for our Azure web app? Weird. All right. All right. So this is weird. Give me a couple of seconds. I want to see if I can replicate it on our test server. Oh, I can't get to the menus like that. All right, give me a couple of seconds. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff I can't show. Deployment center. Oh, I've still got all the passwords and stuff like that in here. Okay. All right, so what I've done is I've quickly updated that, our test. So we've actually got test.nearbeach.app. Ooh, sorry, wrong key. All right, it's all, the video is paused at the moment. Let me fix that up. No. There we go. All right. Sorry, I locked my screen instead of Control L. Okay. So if we log in, we're still on the old version. Which also, one other thing, wiki, Django. I want to check one other thing. Django web framework. All right, cool. Just want to see the version. Yeah, it's still on 5. All right, cool. I have a random and funny question. Sure, I don't know if I'll be able to answer it, but ask. All right, let's see if this is still on that version. I did hit save. Should be on 0.31.0 RC6, and this is NearBeach test. Hi, I have a question. I add like an internet speed test to my website. Do you know some API or package I could use? So if you wanted to, ooh, good question. Okay, speed testing. I haven't actually made one of these before, but the idea, from what I could tell, is here's the server. You're sending over a file of known size. I'm just picking 2 MB. And here's the client. And on the client side, you'll have a start timer. So the instant they start, they request, it gets sent over. And then once it's done, it's finished. And then you should be able to approximate it from there. That's how I think you would do it. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been able to, I haven't made one of these yet. But I would Google something like, creating a speed test site. So, yeah, sorry, I just haven't created one. Thanks for the bits at least. Now, as for the API or anything like that, free and open source self-hosted HTML speed tests. Speed tests for your website or app embedded. That might be one. Self-hosted and managed database embedded. Yeah. To my website, do you know some API or package I can use? So yeah, I don't know. There's open speed tests, self-hosted speed tests. Otherwise, it shouldn't be too hard. Creating your own speed tests website, easy and effective. Oh, this is a Medium article, so yeah, they cut off they cut everything off. Yeah, I'm not going to recommend that. Otherwise, we've got a GitHub package, which was 3 weeks ago. Someone's done something. No Flash, no Java, no WebSockets, no BS. This is a lightweight speed test implemented in JavaScript. Oh, all right. There's something you could potentially use. So yeah. As for the if you could choose anyone to see get tickled as a prank, who would it be? I don't know. Who's the most grumpiest bastard there ever was? I used Rack, by the way, thanks. That's all good. Thank you very much for the bits. So all the money earned by the stream actually goes towards building NearBeach up. So yeah, thank you. Sorry I couldn't give you a direct answer. It's just because I haven't built a speed test before, and my knowledge is pretty much just like that. It's a scraping of knowledge of what needs to be done and so forth like that. So yeah. My choice was Justin Bieber, as he's quite arrogant and would act tough. All right, I like that idea. You're going with the trying to act tough. I'm going with the old grumpy bastard type of person. So yeah, I just don't know. I can't choose. So, yeah. Anyway, how are you, Na and Hassan? Hopefully you guys are going well. Welcome, welcome. You think he was a good choice? Would you find that a funny choice? Yes, I would find that a funny choice. All right, let's retest this. Let's see if this is updated. It has not updated, so I'm going to restart my app. So NearBeach test, I'm just going to put it in stop first. Unless that version number hasn't actually, unless we are on the new version, that number hasn't actually changed. One way I can tell. We might be. And we're just using the wrong version in the release candidate. Oh, that's going to be tricky as. Shoot. All right. Time to do some, I think I found an issue. So this test will now stop. All right. And then we're just going to start it. The reason why it hasn't changed version is because of how pip acts. So, if I go here, if I've got, let's say 0.35, oops, let's actually use real numbers here. And before I forget, I imagine Justin being a really ticklish too. All right, let's go 0.30.35. This is PYPI. Let's say we've got two versions, 0.31.0, release candidate 6. We would think if we do a pip install NearBeach, we would get this one, and I think we're wrong. I think what pip or PYPI does is it goes, all right, this is the latest stable version. And it gets the latest stable version instead of the release candidate. However, that being said, if we have a look in our GitHub workflows, we have a look at the Docker image itself. This is essentially there's the latest. Just wait. I'm going in the actions. Sorry, I was meant to go into the Docker file. So we're going into the Docker file. Yeah, it's just installing NearBeach. We don't have the versioning in there at the moment. Or if it was a non-celebrity, someone like my dad would be funny. All right. So NearBeach, yeah. So the release candidate system isn't working. In the sense that there's no way, unless I test it locally, there's no way to actually easily test it on our own production or in our test environment. So if we go back to our test environment, sorry, that will take a while to reboot up. But yeah, it'll reboot up in the test environment. So I'll just close those. I can close that. I can close that. That's fine. All of that is just local stuff I'm playing around with. So but that doesn't make sense why the latest the latest version stopped working on my prod. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually do that right now. I'm redeploying on my production. Sorry, I've actually got it to the side. Oops, I need NearBeach prod, deployment center. We've actually, for those that want to know, we've got this as a on a Azure web app, and it's in a container type of Docker Compose. All right, so that's saved that. We'll wait 5 minutes and we'll retest this. So the issue with this is we don't know. What happened then? So we're like, what the hell is going on? Because test work, test.nearbeach.app. So yeah. All right. And here it is back up. Yeah, it's got the old version. So one thing we could do is to get out of the okay, so get out of RC status. We have to have no major bugs, no major or critical bugs. All right, in standard builds. So if you're doing this through Docker, yeah, that would be considered a standard build. All right, let's go to prod. There you go. I don't know what happened before. All right, that's weird. Because, yeah, usually the deployment process is that's flawless. I change the value and it just updates and everyone's happy. Don't know. All right, so in this sort of case, let's start changing stuff. Let's go to nearbeach.utrack. Some of the things we need to do. So we've got a bug here. What we no longer want to call this development. We actually just want the version number. So we're going to edit that in here. This will be part of the GitHub and GitHub image. And down here, you'll notice we've got NearBeach latest and then NearBeach, and we just need to get rid of this little development word down here. So it's something we've just missed, but it's just that simple. And that should be GitHub event client payload version. Perfect. So we'll come under it as that, and then under here. Yep, cool. I'm going to say remove the development from the Docker tag. And we're going to bypass all the rules and stuff like that. It's a small change. So yeah, easy. That's fixed. All right, I'm going up here. This is the to-do list. This is gone. See ya. This is gone. Don't know why it was an issue. All right, we're going into here. We're going into our issues. Now we have ready for retesting. All right, so all of these should be fixed. Now the one problem is I didn't actually do the admin properly the other day. So we need to actually put them in as a release. So if we go into here, we go 130 tags, and please ignore the fact that there's so many release candidates. I am going to actually edit this and go bug fixes. We are doing this properly. So we want this issue to be in order. So from this to this, what we're doing is we're just clicking on this, we're clicking on this, and we're going bang, bang. All right, click on the next one, click on this one. All right, cool, bang. Click on this one, click on this one. All right, cool. Click on this one, click on this one. And so forth like that. So we're very happy that these are all fixed. And a lot of these aren't. Yeah, a lot of these are minor ones. So the 031 branch will actually be dealing with new functionality, which is great news, because we haven't implemented a lot of new functionality into NearBeach since the 029 branch. Yeah, we mostly focused on bug fixings and getting it really as stable as possible and so forth like that. So yeah, I'm glad that we've got that done. Now we can sort of get this all sorted. So there we go. We've got all that in the system. We can now close this. We can now go fixed for all of these. Like so, easy done. Usually, like I have stated in the past, we'll only probably aim for 3 to 5 bug fixes per release. But that's going to change with the features now. So yeah, but we've now also got the Git flow in place. So if I go to my current issues, let's unstart all of these. Let's go ready for retesting. My current issues, this one here. All right, so we've got the UI UX Kanban board model. And so forth like that. Sorry, I should remove the state. Discard changes. No, that's fine. I can work around it. Let's just order by the state itself. So we've got UI Kanban board mobile. We've got an issue where creating a card is kind of hard to do. So actually adding in that ability to create a card is required. And that might be just a simple link in there. Or an icon or something. Access denied page does not have a dark theme. Okay, we're gonna no version that one for the moment. That one's tricky. Yeah, for some strange reason, getting to the access denied pages, yeah, it just doesn't work. It's not doing what the instructions say it's meant to be doing. So I might get some help with that one. Or I might set up a new Django project and trial it there. See if I'm doing something wrong. No permission on admin add user. Need to determine what decorator permission is required. That one we definitely need to fix. That's a major one. Public links not working on the Kanban board. That's another major one. We do want to fix that. What the hell is going on? Alright, sorry. Hopefully the microphone isn't picking that up. Alright, my current issues. So we're ordering by priority, showstopper, CircleCI unit test not working. We need that fixed. That's a major one. Users can edit anyone's notes. We want to get that fixed. Cannot update either column or level when creating a new Kanban board. Yeah, we want that fixed. Public links not working. That's a major one. I'm gonna take that one off just for a moment. Yeah, that will be a little one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bugs to fix. Yeah, essentially 5 bugs to fix. So anyway, sorry, my phone keeps going off. Okay, so we got them all versioned. Those will be perfectly fine. Let's start off with the CircleCI stuff. So I'm just going to close this, going to close all of these because we're happy with all this. CircleCI. Go to application. So yeah, we keep getting this failed. Okay, something's missing. So what we want, github.com NearBeach. We want to go to Circle CI. We want to open up the config. And what we want to do is see the history. So I did commits on February the 5th. But it should have been working. Attempted to add more unit tests. Alright, that's a while ago. Alright, so let's have a look. Circle CI config, we've added in the branch. -- branch. But that's for the backend stuff. That's not the front end stuff at all. And then basic setup. Yeah, that's weird. All right, not a problem. What we'll do, we'll open up a terminal. We'll move that terminal into here. We'll jump over here. What we'll do is we'll go over here. We'll close this one. We'll close that. That's fine. None of those details are just all local sort of stuff, which I only spin up and down on stream. All right. What we need is we need Circle CI config. All right. Actually, before I do anything, npm run unit test. So we're making sure all the unit tests run perfectly fine. And I think they will. All right, they run perfectly fine. So we just quit. Circle CI local execute, and then what we want to execute is I'm going to go build and test backend first, because this should be working. And hang on a minute. Fetching latest build environment, Docker, image, digest. I need to be in sudo. Okay, it does its thing. There's no cache locally. This will technically fail because there's no cache or anything like that. And I think when it does the artifacts, it fails. But if it fails on just doing the artifacts, it means we passed the tests. All right. Cool, it's running the tests. We don't have any fails at the moment. Those little dots at the bottom of the light of the screen just means it's running. All right, cool. It did everything success. All right, so the only thing uploading, yeah, error failed, not supported. That is fine. That's just the artifacts. All right, so now we're doing the front end. So we know it works fine. All right, and now we're doing these tests as it comes along. Okay. The joys about working with computers, sometimes you just got to wait for them to download stuff. Okay. Come on. In the meantime, may I distract you guys with Peanut? She's like, what? Oh, look at that bleep. Aww. There we go. Yep. And how are you, Legendary Cerberus? Hopefully you're going well. Fun fact, my sister-in-law is actually allergic to peanuts. But not peanuts. Alright, so we failed. So we're just going to go up. So... Okay, yep. Yep, it installed everything. Saving cache, ignored, step failed. Run VueJS and unit test with VueJS. So it just couldn't run that. Which I'm guessing it's something to do with this. Peanut is a natural repellent. Nah, she's a good girl. Alright. So, going down here, we've got build and test front end. We've got the Docker. We've got this. We've got sudo npm install global npm. Alright, cool. Dependency cache lock. Yep. Install dependencies. Alright. Run the test. npm. Now we've got quotations up here. We don't actually have quotations down here. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to save. It's just the type of cat who will go from being completely amicable to smacking you in the face in 0. No. She's a really good cat. Yeah, no, she just wants to chill out. She knows she's got the good life, and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy it. So yeah, she came from, trying to remember what my mum said. She came from like a house of lots of cats, like a cat hoarder's house, and so forth like that. So yeah, now that it's just her and Charlie, so they're pretty chill. Charlie's afraid. He might pop in here later. But it's very rare to see him. Good cats, yeah, the 1%, yeah. So she's very similar to Socks, where she's got a very mild temperament. And if anyone else remembers, my father's cat. If I'm actually logged into Instagram. No, I'm not. Don't think I can get to my... Yeah, I can't get to it. Damn it. There's a picture of my... which I drew. Is he a dog or a cat? He's a cat. Charlie is a cat. Alright, sorry, just getting distracted. Where is this photo? Would have been after that. So I should put this on the screen just because we're testing this out whilst I do this. So my father's cat used to be very grumpy. Would just attack people randomly. And it failed. Damn it. And whoops, and this is her. Except I took one of those pictures and I drew teeth. I'm trying to find that picture. But then I gave her salmon and she really loved me. So yeah. Alright, let's get back to this. I've lived with a cat once. It was my housemate's cat. That thing was senile as heck. Yeah, they can, when they get old, they can, yeah. I'd wake up after falling asleep on the couch and my forehead would be sore. Turns out the cat would sit next to my head and lick the same spot on my head for like an hour. Oh, that's cute. Unhandled error. Cannot find module of Vite. Vite. Have I removed it? All right, let's have a look at the package log. Actually, let's do this. Let's remove the node modules. npm install. Let's see if I'm actually missing something here and I've accidentally removed some libraries that I need. npm run unit test. Because that could be a plausibility. It's running. It's running perfectly fine. But also the fact that that took too quick in my mind. That took way too quick. Added 507 packets order. Yeah, that took way too quick. Though I'm more of a dog person, big dogs, small dogs try to overcompensate with their aggression. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I grew up with dogs. It wasn't until I was 20 that I got a cat, fell in love, and then sadly went through... I've had 5 cats since. So, yeah, I haven't had a lot of luck. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I know what's gone wrong. We're not installing the node. Install... Oh no. That should do it. Let's copy this. Let's go over here. Let's remove our node modules. Let's install our legacy peer. And then we've got the same depreciated stuff up there. npm run unit test. Yeah. Cannot find module Vite. Is that it? Is... If I get rid of this, hit save. Let's remove our node modules again. Let's go circle CI, local, execute, and then, what is the thing again? It's called test, build and test front end. And we need to do that as sudo. Okay. Whilst that's happening, So I'm just finding something else out. All right, cool. Whilst that's happening, this takes a while to install. I don't know why it takes such a short time. I must have everything cached when I do it locally, and then when I do it through something like this, it has to re-download everything. All right, this is looking good. Okay. This is looking even better. All right, success. But the fails are just because of the artifacts, which I'm not, once again, not worried about. Artifacts are fine. We know they're going to fail on here. So what we need to do is git branch, git checkout develop, git pull, git. I'm just going to stash them. So we're git pulling, git merge main, git push, and then I don't know how to apply stashes. All right, git stash. Let's have a look. Git stash list. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to apply. All right, your branch is up to changes not staged at all. All right. So git diff with the package lock though. All right. Git checkout the package lock. Then what we want to do is we actually want the this is going to sound weird, but give me 2 seconds. With this, we actually just want to have it like that. Or like that. Like that. And the reason being is we're on the 31 branch. So if we do npm run prod or npm install, it should redo something with the package lock. And if we go git diff for the package lock, you notice that we've got it like this. And the reason being is the patch versions themselves of NearBeach are going to be external to the development cycle. So we go over here to make sense of that. So if I'm going along, so let's say this is a time. I'm going along, I might add in some code into here. That's some code. And then some code also into here and so forth like that. Do a release here. Then the next day, let's say on this particular day, there is a security issue with one of the libraries. They might release a patch. So patch gets released. So there's a patch. I want to do a release independent of this development up here. So I can do a release here. So thus, I don't need to keep the individual sort of the patches in here. I just need to keep it at this value, and then later on we'll update it. So yeah. Fix to circle CI not running due to npm command not installing all required libraries. Cool. Get good? Yep. Yeah, I do need to. The thing is, visually with the git stashes, I use them with the Bitbucket's source tree at work. So I use them visually. I just don't use it in command. However, that being said, I've been using the git flow in command because holy hell, I'm not the biggest fan of source tree. So yeah, there's some things in source tree I'll use over the terminal, and there's some things in the terminal I'll use over source tree. All right, so let's go back to Circle CI. Let's have a look at this. So 44 seconds. It fails at 44 seconds. So if we go back to our dashboard, that should hit the running. We've passed the 44 seconds. We're now hitting a minute. If we jump into here, we can see it's actually running again. So what we want to do, go in here. We want to actually state this is no longer submitted. This is now ready for retesting. And I should have put that bug link in there, and I didn't. Oh well, that doesn't matter. These things happen. All right. So we've got admin add user, need to determine what permission. So I'm going to open this up as a full screen sort of thing. So this is a major sort of bug here. We've got admin add user, need to determine what permission decorator is required. So we're just going to go copy. I'm sorry. I use a Mac at work all day, and I get to that point where I just use Mac shortcut keys on Linux. Happens to me way too often. So go to implementation. All right, so here we've got check users admin permissions. All right, we've done this. This is fixed. This is ready for retesting. I am going to put it in a note. Let's go down here. This was already fixed. We are using the permissions. We most likely updated this when dealing with the permission refactoring. So yeah, not long ago, we refactored a lot of the permissions. And I forgot how long ago, so we can have a look very quickly. If we actually go to code, we go to NearBeach. We go to, and hey, Billy Goat, how are you? Hopefully you're going well. I am just having a views, tools. No, not those ones. Decorators. They're part of decorators. For some strange reason, I've just forgotten the word. So if we go to decorators, and we have a look at admin permissions and check the history of that. So Feb the 2nd. So we actually get to talk about this soon. So yeah, with the admin permissions and the check user permissions, we absolutely refactored a lot of these files and so forth like that. We've actually made the permissions a lot simpler to actually implement and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. All right. So all of that is fine. We get to talk about that in our retrospective. So yeah. And sorry, Billy Goat, I don't know if you had an ad or not, but I did say hi. How are you, Billy Goat? How are you? Hopefully you're going well. All right, so yeah, this is ready for retesting. All right, let's go back to this. We're knocking them off slowly. All these pesky bugs. We got now 3 major bugs. Users can delete / edit anyone's notes. This one is something we've got to fix, but I do see the public links are not working for editing Kanban board. I do see that one, and I do want to actually sort of remove it first. Sorry, there's someone. All right. Cool. Let's go into here. Let's go there. Let's go npm run watch. Let's then just hit debug. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close all tabs. Let's open up. We want to open up our source JavaScript components. We want to open up our Kanban. And we want a Kanban edit board. So there's probably something in here that's broken. Or probably one of its children components or child components. Am I speaking correctly? No, I've gone crazy. Kanban board. So we want to have user edit Kanban board. And what I'll do is, because it's getting darkish here, I am going to update to dark mode. Oh, I need, there we go. And we're going to use, oh yeah, we haven't actually, oh wait, we're still using the, yeah, whoops. I just realized, we're still using the Docker Compose build. NearBeach Docker test, let's stop that, all right? Let's run debug. That was embarrassing. There we go. Let's go dark admin. Yeah, so much better now. Yeah, we'll go to this one. We'll edit this. Now we've got a 403 on this. If we actually reload the page, did I fix that already? Yeah, it looks like I fixed it. All right, let's actually have a look at what I've done. So Kanban property order, Kanban property save. This would actually be a part of, so we open up NearBeach, we go to templates, we open up NearBeach, we go to Kanban, and we go Kanban edit board. We've got Kanban public links. So if we go down to here, Kanban public links. list public links. So we want public links. Where's list public links? Oh, that's part of the well, that's part of the. Why do I have them in that format? That's weird. 'Cause they shouldn't be. I don't know why I've done that. But list public links. Oh, it's a submodule. So if I go to implementation. Here it is. So we've got the destination, and that's the we've got the this dot destination. Equals this override does not equal. All right, sweet. So we aren't pushing through any overrides. But yeah, all right. And this is just the middleman to fit that thing. I think this is a race condition. I think what's happening is when the page is loading, because we just had this issue just before, this component's loaded faster, and couldn't find that information. And the thing is, this should be, yeah, doing a next tick, but sometimes this doesn't work, and it's really annoying. It's one of those annoying things. Alright, so to get around this, I'm given an override destination. So if we actually have a look at the VueJS sort of stuff here, what we could do is we can, actually, it's under the network. We've just got can ban underboard. Alright, so we're going to use the override as a fallback method. So, vbind override destination equals can ban board. And that should actually be a string. Like so. All right. And that will be fine. Oh. And zeroes out that. All right, that doesn't work. And there you go. That's the race condition. Yeah. These are hard to fix. And the idea is we want this to do it in the next tick as fast as possible. I mean, we could potentially wait 200 milliseconds. Yeah, this is where next tick isn't doing its job. Because I have the same problem in production. So if I go to NearBeach.app, let's scroll down to new features for NearBeach. Let's edit Kanban board. All right, there's no public links. But then all of a sudden we're getting unknown and zeros and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a race condition. All right. If this dot destination equals, and then we know it's going to be a lowercase unknown, because I think that's by default. So let's actually go location ID equals 0. Wait for the race condition to resolve. So what we want to do is this dot set timeout. Oh no, wait, I don't need this. Set timeout. We're just creating a quick function where it's this dot get public links, and we're waiting for 200 milliseconds. Else, all is fine, and we're just going straight away to it. All is fine. I don't like this. Because yeah, this will work sometimes, but not other times. It worked then, it just didn't the other times. It's a race condition, so it's not going to always appear. I think that will be the best sort of solution. So yeah, if the location ID is 0, we're just going to go, no, just wait 200 milliseconds. It will resolve itself within that time. That, and we're after the next tick too. So it shouldn't be a problem. The alternative to this is what we could potentially do is we could send down both overrides very easily. And that won't take so long. And then we're not dealing with this messy code here. Because yeah, this is essentially messy. And we're not having this problem anywhere else. So I feel like let's move back to this. We've got a fallback method. So what we want to do, vbind, we just want destination equals, we've got the location ID up here. We don't need the destination. And hello, Ransom. Howdy and good luck with your web journey. Have Friday, embrace the weekend, and open arms and a heart and full positivity. Let's make most of these days, create wonderful memories and spread kindness wherever we go. May your weekend be filled with laughter, relaxation, and the joy of being surrounded by loved ones. Stay safe and make it unforgettable. Sorry, sometimes I trip over words. And I did just read that out as stay safe and make it an unforgiving weekend. Sorry, unforgettable weekend. Thank you very much, Grassam. Welcome. How are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Hopefully you don't trip over words like I do. Override destination equals Kanban board. And then vbind override location ID is going to be location ID, which we're going to pass through with a prop. So we're going to have down here location ID that is just going to be type of number and default as 0, so forth like that. Good, trying to spread this message on Twitch. Ah, fair enough. And how have I been, Billy Goat? I've been good, thank you very much. A lot more of a productive day today with testing. So I've been trying to test a Teams app, and let's just say with the deployment of the new Teams, they kind of break quite a lot of what we were doing. So I've had to port a lot of my stuff back into Selenium and Python. And by doing that, I've lost quite a lot of the functionality I kind of wanted to have. But it's only hopefully for a month, and then once that's done, I won't have all of these pop-ups randomly occurring in our test sort of things. Yeah, yesterday was right off. Yesterday there was a lot of swear words. Let's just say that I was not happy at all. Today, a lot better. So yeah, if you're ever testing something, and, you know, let's say you've gone to teams.microsoft.com and you're logging in, the browser will pop up with a message being like, do you want to use Teams, or did you want to open this link in Teams, or something like that. The one problem is these browsers have no ability to click no on that. So that was one of our issues. I was sitting there being like, I've just clicked on this activate button. I've just clicked on this button. I can see the proof and nothing's happening. I clicked on the button, but because there was that little browser thing popping down, yep, caused so many issues. But otherwise, I've been good today. The Selenium stuff is working. I got some client stuff done too. So yeah. All right, so this is a quick and easy fix. Sorry, I'm just putting this because someone brought this to my attention in the bugs. I've been able to fix this. A race condition. All right, cool. So just writing that out in on our Discord. So for those who don't know where I hang out, there we go. We've got a Discord, we've got a Twitter, and we've got a YouTube. So yeah. I also have a TikTok, but you know, I only post really silly things about it. Usually with spiders being in my house or one of the cats. Okay, cool. So I think this should be now fixed because we're actually doing an override for this. This will work perfectly in this situation. So I'm going to copy this. I am going to go over here. I'm going to go git status. What we're looking for is we're ignoring the static files. So we need to git add source, git add NearBeach templates. So static is all right, git commit bug fix. All right, public links are not working. Yep. All right, good, git push. So yeah, that will work perfectly fine. So this one is now ready for retesting. And I can close that. And I am just going to refresh this page. Now, I did see another bug today. I'm not going to do this on production. Where was it? Wasn't part of users, was it part of downloads, was it part of notes? Yes, yes it was. Alright, so please confirm note deletion. That modal should close the Kanban board modal and stuff like that, but it's fine. So we've got a new issue. Deleting a note from a card will display a modal on top of a modal. Okay, one method. Oops, sorry. Method 1, log into NearBeach to navigate to an open Kanban board. 3, double click on a card to bring up the card modal. 4, go to the notes section. 5, click on delete note. Expected results. Card modal to be closed and the confirmation modal to appear. Actual results, card modal stays open when the confirmation modal appears. And then we're just going to grab a quick screenshot of this. We're just going to save full page. We're just going to go, yeah, cool, sweet. Go over here. We're going to paste it in. Cool. This will be a normal bug. We're not too worried about this. In fact, it'd be a minor bug. This is Kanban card. Oh. No version at the moment. Cool. So we'll just put that in. Users can delete anyone's notes. So the idea behind this is we're going to restrict this to only those users can delete the notes. So what we want to do, go into here, we're going to close all the tabs. We're going to minimize everything. What we're going to do also is we're going to actually go to a, let's just go to a task. Scroll down, let's add in some notes. Like so. There's our dark admin sort of stuff. If we clear that and we go notes. So let's just refresh. So we've got our note list with our response. So here's our note. We've got the username 7, first name, last name, and so forth like that. Now, one thing we've got to do is, do we actually have the username passing through? Might be one of those things where we just don't know. So let's have a look at our view. Let's look at our Vuex. We've got user level, but we don't actually have user name. Oh, sorry, user. Yeah, we don't have the user in there. Now, we can do this one of two ways. One, we can pass through the user, but we'll need to edit in multiple places. 2, we can pass through if the user can edit this from the backend themselves, from the backend itself. So if we go back to network, what it'll do is we'll have a field in here, can edit. And that will be a true false sort of situation. But I feel like that's a lot of work. And I'm also trying to think about the other method being like, do we need that user name everywhere else? Because it might be one of those things that we just don't need it everywhere else. because it's not hard. Pushing it through. It just means I need to add it everywhere else. All right. So let's go to our note list. All right, so we're under NearBeach and there's source, and then I need NearBeach again, and then views, and there we go. So in our note list, we've got all of this. We don't have an annotation though. I mean, we can quickly key that in. It won't be too hard to actually do. So what we want is something like that, where give me 2 seconds. Oh wait, I'm already doing an annotation up here. And then can edit equals change user equals request.user. No, that won't work. So annotate. So Django annotate subquery. All right, going in here, what we want is yada yada. All right, I'm gonna go subquery. I don't think subquery is it. So num equals and then count books. Okay. Django annotate boolean. Django query annotate with boolean field. All right, cool. So what they want: product, model cars, foreign key, yada yada yada. Image equal image count equals count image. Have images equals, all right. From Django's case, when and so forth like that. So annotate image count equals count of image. All right. Annotate has images case when image count greater than 0, then value 1. Oh, okay. Now this might have changed. So what I'm going to do, this is 1.8, I'm just going to put dev. All right, cool. So there's our model. Take time. All right, annotate. We want So client object annotate discount equals case. When account type equals that, then that. All right, default. Sweet. We just want that. This. All right. So what we need to do is we need to have the library case, which is part of our Django DB models import case value when. Now we're purposely leaving that red so we can get down to it very fast. So case when and value. Oh, do we have value already? Yeah, we've already got value, so that's fine. And that's why we left it red, so we can quickly find this. So what we need is we need a case and then when. So open it up, when. And then a default. Okay, case that.client.gold. We need the default value. And we're keying it in like that. Case when. Now, do we need... This will be change user equals request dot user. So when that equals that, then value is true. I don't know. Yeah, we need that and then default. I thought I imported that. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. Oh, as V. Ah, okay. Oops. Okay. Don't know if this will work. I have a feeling it won't, but this is why we test. And we forgot to put through the can edit. Can edit, true. All right, I want to put in another one. Let's go admin in this sort of case. Sorry, it's going to be, oh no, it's not going to be bright mode. All right, we want task this, notes. We want to do the network. We want to hit, actually, I'm just going to key in another note that should not be editable. All right, by the admin user. So if we go back over here, we go reload. We have a second object now. Can edit, false. Perfect. And the best thing is with these cases is we get to add on top of them. So if we're like, hey, is this user a super user? So request dot, we can actually be like, you know what? Yes, they are. So when request dot user is super user, then V is going to be true. Like so. And that should change that. It's probably complaining about request.user, yeah. But that might be one thing which we could potentially do. I'm not going to put that in. All right, and now we just need to get rid of this here. So that should be very, very simple. That should be the front end sort of stuff. So if we go into source, JavaScript, components, this will be part of the modules, submodules, and then notes module. Actually, list notes, sorry. Under the list notes, we should have first name, last name. We should also have the delete functionality. So edit note and so forth like that. So here is the note history edit buttons. What we're actually going to do, so we're going to put in a v if note dot can edit. I'm going to leave it at that. Wait a few seconds, maybe a bit more because this is Webpack we're dealing with. Waiting a few more. All right, maybe not. So object note ID. So object note ID can underscore edit. Oh, that's coming through as a true. Oh, JavaScript convert string to bool. All right. Yeah, that converts it as a thing. So the problem with Python to JSON is their trues and falses don't convert very well. Okay, so we just got a false, we got a true, we'll go to the notes, and there we go, bang, presto. Now that's not lining up properly. Okay. Now we've got the edit buttons. Yeah. So we want this to line up. Thing is, it will line up relatively well. What have I done here? With the 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. Edit button with 100%. What if I get rid of that? Get rid of that. What if I type in max width? 150 pixels. Oh, min width. And then just put in margin auto. No, because that will need to be text. No, yeah, that'll be like that. But then why does that take up so much space? All right, that's Okay, I'm just going to refresh. So we've got it disappearing, but this isn't looking all that flash. Now, what we could potentially do is we could have a look at this note history. We've got it as a flex column, align item centered, padding top. All right, sweet. So we've got this, we've got this, we've got this, and then we've got this here. Now, if we go width 45%, we've got it like that. And then we've got like that. And I don't know why that is how it is. But if I get rid of those, it lines up like that. A refresh. Let's say I get rid of this. Get rid of that. That lines up like that. All right. So we're getting somewhere. If I inspect this and I just get rid of that bottom one. All right. I think I know what's going on. So if I go to notes, I inspect this. This is with 100%. So it's 100% and 100%. But what's actually happening is if we get rid of that width, they'll be like this. So they'll be stacked on. So kind of like that. So that's why it's 100% like this. But if I do 50%, lines up like that. But if I click in here and go display flex, flex direction is column. But still make sure that it's 100% width. We'll do that. Now, not the best, but what we could do is max width 150 pixels, 400 pixels. Oh, min width. Sorry, min width. What we could do is we could refine this so it looks a lot better. So we could do it so that's 120 pixels. That looks really, really nice. And then what we need, padding bottom 2 pixels. Oh, not padding, margin bottom 2 pixels. There we go. I think that would look nice. That looks a lot nicer. So what we need to do is with easiest way to do this, copy this, going straight into the source code, bang this in, go into source, and then presto. So what we want, we still want the font size 10 width. We want display flex, max width. Sorry, flex direction column. All right, cool. And then for the buttons themselves, so this will be the button themselves. So we still want a width of 100%. We're just going to copy this. Oh. Min width, it's going to be 120 pixels. And margin bottom is going to be 2 pixels. As simple as that. We wait a few seconds. Hit reload. Go to our notes. Now, the reason why that's not doing that properly is we really should have applied this min width to the one above. So we're going to do that right now. Now on mobiles, we're going to have a problem with this. All right, that didn't work. It's because we're actually getting rid of these notes. Yeah, that should be there. There we go. Yeah, it should be at note history profile. Note history profile, min width is 120 pixels. All right, we wait a second, we hit reload. Wait a few more seconds, hit reload. It's all right. We're dealing with Webpack. Perfect. All right. So we have just done this one. I'm going to copy this. We are going to go over here. We're going to go git status. We're going to git add NearBeach. Now, did we do anything apart from... I'm going to go NearBeach view. Because I thought I saw views. Yep. Object data views. Yep. We need JavaScript components. So git add source. Git status. That's all static. That's all static. Everything's static. More static. All right, sweet. So git commit m, and then we go over here. We copy this. We're going to go over here and go bug fix, and we're going to paste it in. So at the moment, the user can only delete their own notes. Later in the future, we'll probably refine that a bit. So, yeah. We still need to fix it in the back end. So that might be a quick bug. Potential issue. Users could try and delete notes they never created. Delete / edit. When should do a check when editing / deleting a note that the user owns that note. A user created that note. Could be an exploit which could cause issues. All right, that's good. A minor bug. Submitted. Signed to me. This is part of the notes. And no version. All right, cool. So, users can delete other people's notes and stuff like that. That is now ready for retesting. We're happy with that. Cannot update either column or level when creating Kanban board. Now, this is going to be probably a tricky one. So, yes. Okay. Just having a think how I would solve this. All right. So, let's replicate the issue, at least. So, we're running the latest version. So if we go into File, New Kanban, and we're like, oh, I don't like this. I want summer. Doesn't update it. Go into our console. View prod hydration mismatch details is not explicitly defined. You are running the EMS bundler builder view, which expects these compile time features flags to be globally injected via the bundle config in order to better tree shake in the production bundle. Enable slash disable detail warning for hydration mix met. Well, anyway, it's a random thing. Let's just delete that. So, and that also works on this one, backlog, and it doesn't update anything. So if we actually go into the view itself, I think this is part of the Kanban. Oh no. This might not be a part of the VueJS. All right, not part of the VueJS. Kanban settings though, levels, no, yep, nothing. All right, so we're gonna come back to this. I'm gonna run a minute-long ad break. I just need to get some water and so forth like that. So I won't be long. Let's start this, and I'll be right back. There you go. All right. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry, I got distracted. Charlie's out and about, so got to get a couple of pats from him. I'm like, yeah. All right, so this bug. Let's figure it out. Now that I've looked at the Vuex stuff, we're not storing any of this information in the Vuex stuff. So this is all part of the local components. So if we open up the components, it'll be a part of this section here. So if we click on this Kanban property order, you'll see it does stuff here. But we can add in stuff easily. We can delete stuff. So one workaround would be to delete stuff, and then you would go somewhere and then delete that old one, and then the autumn and so forth like that. Yeah. So let's close all tabs. Let's minimize everything. Let's open up the NearBeach. Let's open up our source. Let's open up our JavaScript. Let's open up our components. Let's open up our Kanban. And then let's open up our new Kanban. So here it is. We've got validation rendering, which goes everywhere and stuff like that. We've got Kanban property order here. So we've got update property list here. So I'm going to go Kanban property order as a second step down. So that should be Kanban property order, should be showing all of that. And then you've got the draggable in there. So Kanban property order, there's our properties, and it's saying please at least create one property name. Here's our draggable. So we've got our items, we've got our elements and so forth like that. And when we double click on an element, so edit item, so we return, get the ID and open modal. Ooh. And thank you very much for the follow, i500IQ. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. How are you going? As we figure this out, so we're opening up this. So if we double click on blocked, it does show blocked. Do I have VODs? Yes, I do. So they're on YouTube. However, they're a couple of weeks behind. So what I tend to do is I'll do them in batches. And I need to do them in smaller batches. Just because I try not to just release everything. I do try and cut the ends and starts down a little bit, but I've been a bit lazy with that. I also do try and fill out all the descriptions and so forth like that. And I do kind of want to sort of write up a description, what was actually achieved in stream and so forth like that. So yeah, it isn't as quick as just porting them over into YouTube. All right, so it does open up the modal. It does. Now I'm assuming the modal is part of this component. So modal footer, all right, here it is, and so forth like that. And what we're doing, so this is, oh God, what did I click? Inspect. So this is a part of the add item column. Modal for deleting. Modal for adding an extra column or extra row. So add item and then the property name. So it will be column. Anyway, so let's tab index. Yep. We're all happy with that. And then going down here, we've got the close and then we've got the add item. And if we go to that implementation, and I think this is where we trip up. Because none of these have property items. So let's find out. Let's go console log. Let's click on a random key and go new property item. This dot new property item. Now that shouldn't take too long to build. All right, half a second apparently. So double clicking on this, let's open up our console. Let's go over that and go save. So we do have something in there. So it's passing this. All right, cool. Depending on the mode, new or edit depends which function we're using. So is new mode. So that's the next thing. Console log. I'm pretty sure is new mode will be true. In fact, we don't need to look at that because this is actually part of the component itself. We can actually go to the VueJS stuff. We can click on the Kanban properties. We can go, is new mode true? So yeah, that's going to be a new mode add item. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to that implementation. And if single item ID equals nothing. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to go where new mode. We are creating a new Kanban board. Depending if there's an ID associated with this, depends if we're actually adding an extra item or editing an existing one. So this dot single item ID, I don't know where I've put that. Single item ID. All right, so those are down here. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if we move this around, it still carries that number. So if it's nothing, it's going to add it as a new item. Else, item already exists. Edit the item. So this property list for each. Ooh. All right, I see it. I think the issues here. I think that's it. I think it's one of those JavaScript things where because the single item ID is a string, it needs to convert it. So if we go backlog and go arg, done. It's fixed. Okay, cool. I am happy with that now. So we're just going to copy this. We are just going to go git status. So git add everything under source. Git status again. I really don't need to. I just need to look at these static, all these static files. Holy hell. All right. Git commit bug fix. Now this is going to be a problem. We're going to get push. All right, so this is now ready for retesting. I'm just gonna do a little stretch. Okay. So my current issues, now that drops down to 6. We've got ready for retesting. That's 5. All right, so we've only got minor and normal in here now, which is great news. So we can actually do another release. Typo? JB? Typo? Alright, I don't know what you're trying to say. Alright, so what we want to do is, I'm just going to close all these tabs, apart from that one. I want to close that one. I want to close that one, yet. Yep. Okay, so nearbeach.org. Well, let's go into our Umbraco build. We've got the new Umbraco. Actually, just one thing. Umbraco versions. I just want to see if they've done a release. Nah. All right, we want to go home. We want to do counter bugs. We're going to update this today. And we're going to do a shakeout test. And it's going to be... We're going to try and find any critical issues or major issues and try and fix them. If there are none, we do a release tonight. And hopefully we do a release tonight. All right, so where am I? It's ready for retesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scheduled, hopefully 0. 0, 31, 0, release candidate 6. Release date as a string, that was the 28th of Feb. Actually, how are we doing this? Yep, cool. The count of bugs at the moment, now that's gone down to 6. And the coverage hasn't changed. So yeah, we're just updating that for the moment so we can have a look at it. And then let's check it out. I actually want to log off. I want to log in as a not so privileged user. So team leader will work perfectly fine. I'm going to change it to dark mode. Cool. I'm just doing a quick update here. Now users can't change their emails. That's designed. Okay, creating a new org. All right, support at new.org. Okay, cool. Cannot retrieve note history. Error. Failed with 403. Ooh, now this is a critical issue. Oh, hold on. We shouldn't be seeing this, because that's the NearBeach stuff. All right, let's go to a requirement. Notes are appearing. Cool. This might be one of those things where we just need to track this down. So this is part of the note list. So we want note list. We want this part of the NearBeach code. Oh. That's part of the tests. And then we want views. So note list. I'm just going to put a thing here. So we also need to check destination. So let's go to that implementation, check destination, make sure it's in the object array. Organization is, so we're fine with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reload again. This will hit. It didn't hit the breakpoint. Check user's permission. Oh, shoot. So the issue is the check user permissions, this passes through with the destination. So if we actually go to this implementation, goes through. So let's put on a breakpoint here. Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's refresh this. Hey, Peanut. There you go, Peanut. All right, we're hitting the breakpoint. So what we want to do is we want to go forward. Are the args greater than 0? Else we're going to go arg 0. So the destination will be organization. So we've got passes, user level, generic permissions, destination. So I'm going to go inside that. So the user group, if the quargs yeah, because it fails here because organizations is yes. All right. There's one of two ways we can do this. One, we can complicate the permissions and add in an exception for this. I don't think that's a good idea. The second option is we go back here. We go, all right, so we've got a note list. We can create another function called function note list. We can still have we can create two functions. One is an endpoint that will be similar to this, but it will get rid of this and add in the super generic one, which looks at if they can edit organizations or read organizations, which they should be able to. Give me 2 seconds. Permission sets. Sorry, I'm just getting rid of this breakpoint. We no longer need it in here. All right. Yeah, so we'll get... Okay, cool. I'll write this down so people can understand. So, first option is to add exception into permissions. I don't want to do this. Definitely not, because it's going to ruin how we simplify the permissions and stuff like that. So the second option is to add in secondary node for organizations. We will also need to edit the, we'll need to edit the component, but that's not hard. We've done this before. So for the component, we'll actually have a override destination. Which we've done before. Won't be hard to implement whatsoever. As for the backend, we'll have the known function, a new function, and an internal function. So everyone will be happy. The idea being, a lot of this is going to be repeated code. So what we want to do is we'll have the note list, and we'll shove pretty much all of this code behind a internal function, and then what it'll do, this note list will call it, the other note, the organization note list will call it. It's just that they'll have different things up here. So yeah, easy done. I think we can do this very quickly. We do need a bug. Users can't, unprivileged users can't access notes for organizations. Method 1, log into NearBeach. 2, navigate to and open to an organization. Expected results note list to load perfectly fine. Actual results note list errors out. Notes, this is due to permissions. Going to add another node dealing with just the organization notes. Yeah. Simple, easy. Done. This is, I'm going to say this is actually major, and that's why we're doing this at the moment, because those notes are needed. All right, cool. So we're going to do this right now. Another thing is I'm going to have a quick look into this and see, do we actually need everything from here? If it's slightly different, we can get away with it. So the note results annotate. So the annotation we'll still need, but the note results, the get object from destination, if we actually go into that implementation, all it is input object filter destination location ID. I mean, that's just going to be this. I think, yeah, it's actually going to be a different query, so not to worry at all. All right. So what we want, element in OP. So I'm still going to copy this. Actually, I'm going to copy from here to here. I'm just double checking. Object link. Yep. All right, cool. So what we want, def organization note list. We'll key in the rest of the details in just a little bit. I'm just going to paste those in. We'll have the request. I'm just going to copy these for reference. All right, so we still need this one. We still need this one. Still need the check destination. It's the permissions that's going to change. We don't need destination. We don't need destination. We just need location ID. We still need the args. And we still need the quargs. That can get rid of that. So at check specific object permission. Minimum permission level is 1, and the object lookup would be organization. All right. So in here, what we want to do is, we've got the note results, so it will be note, object note, dot objects, dot filter, and then is deleted equals false, and organization ID equals, and then this is where we just go location ID. Actually, we can just go organization ID. As simple as that. That should be picking up. And good morning, Nsweep. How are you today? Hopefully you're going well. And then what we're doing is, I don't know why it's not picking up those. That's a bit weird. Ah. All right. Yep. No, I just had an extra bracket. I'm assuming you're going good. How's it going today? It's been going good today. So I feel like we've got another release coming. What we're doing is we're doing a very quick shakeout, making sure there's no major sort of issues with NearBeach. We've found one at the moment which we're fixing, which won't take too long. So what's actually happened is it's been a permissions issue. So for organizations, the permissions around organizations work a little bit different. So we've just got to have a new node for the note list for organizations. Pretty easy to do. So this should be done, and this should just work because it's pretty much almost the same code. Except we're mucked up that return. All right. Yeah, we're just missing an end bracket. Oh, wait. Scroll down. Add in a new line here for starters, and then add in the end bracket there. All right, so we've got that done. Now we just need to deal with, I'm going to close other tabs. We need to deal with the front end. So that shouldn't be too hard to do. What we need to do, open up this NearBeach. What we need is we need the wrong thing. We need the source JavaScript components. We need the modules, submodules, and we need the public links. This public links. All right, and then what we need in here is we need an override. Override destination already here. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So what we need to do actually, we need the override for the URL. And I'm thinking public link. Sorry, list notes. Notes module. Or list notes, sorry. I'm on a wrong page completely. So, here we've got the delete note, edit note. Ooh. We need to test those because I think this won't work 100%. All right. Don't think we can have decorators doing an or. Django, oh, Python decorators, one or the other. All right. So, no, I think this is going to get way too messy. Okay, list notes, so method, delete, edit, profile. Okay, I need to actually get those notes. Note list. And we want this coming from source. So we've got it in the card VueJS and we've got it in the notes module. So in the notes module, we've got it set up to be like this. But it could be organization note list or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a var or let note list equal note list if this dot destination equals organization, then note list equals organization note list. Now we need to depends if we are using note list or organization note list. All right. All right, so that will get to, I just realized we've got to do the URLs in this too. Otherwise, this ain't going to work. So NearBeach, URLs, we need note list. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty much the same. Except like that. And we need to make sure that's like that. Sweet. So we've got all those set up. We should hit refresh. Now we are getting a 500. cool. And I know why. So if we go to, I'm going to close this object permissions. I'm going to close the URLs. That's working perfectly fine. If we go to the object data, go to the top and go check specific object permission, we go to it. So implementation, we've got minimum level and object lookup. Down here, we've got with the object lookup, I'm just going to put a breakpoint here. And I'm going to resend this. Actually, I'm just going to refresh. There we go. So we get here. So we got args as organization. Why are we here? This is check generic permission. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to go here. Check specific object permission. I'm just going to refresh. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in a couple of breakpoints. I don't know why I'm going to the check user generic permissions. So I'm going to delete this one line. I am going to go down here, double check this URL. Yep, we're going to organization note list. We're going to go to the URLs. Object data, destination, location ID, organization note list. And we're going to object data views, organization note list. Organization note list. So we should be going, I'm just going to hit play. Should be going here. Just going to hit refresh again. Oh, I think I know why I'm hitting that other breakpoint. Field organization ID, expected number, but got organization. All right, sweet. So I am down here. Organization ID, got an organization. So I might just do that and add a breakpoint on here. Perfect. All right, so we're just scrolling through. Boom. All right. Field organization ID, expected number, but got organization. That should be that. Quags. Location. All right. Going back to the URLs. Here we need organization ID. I think we should have that as that. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to do that because I don't know if that will break the other URLs. Because all of these are variables. It might be one of those things where I'm going to have to place this at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that properly. So placing it down here, this gets changed to organization, like so. And then what we do is we hit reload. Organization note list, missing one destination. And then we go to this. Organization note list, missing one argument, note destination. Are you reaching down here? All right. I'll put it back. Destination is not going to be used though. Organization, it got multiple values for an argument, organization ID. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, underscore wait a few seconds, hit reload. All right, looks like we've gotten this thing. So we've got organization IDs of 3. Cool. So this should now just work. Cool, sweet. We just hit play. Get rid of that. We get data. Cool. Adding in some notes. This won't work. Oh, on it. 403. Add notes. Yeah, so with the organization, we're going to have to deal with this a bit differently. Okay, not a problem. We can do the CRUD for this without duplicating too much of the code, because the add functionality is pretty simple. If we actually go up here, we should have an add note functionality. Add notes. So what we need to do, and I feel like this is now getting to that point where it's a bit complicated. It might be best to actually split this out into its own view. Remove all the notes out of this views and put them into their own view. It's kind of like how we've done it with the tags. So we've got the tags in here, we've got new tags and so forth like that. So we'll need to do that with the notes. So what I'm going to do, new file, I'm going to have note.views.py. I'm going to add it in. Cool, we're all happy. I'm just going to put that to, actually, I'm going to put that over here for the moment. I'm going to get the object data, put it over there. What we want to do is add notes. We want to remove this. So this would be down to here. I'm just going to cut and I'm just going to paste. We'll go through the issues in a minute. All right, cool. So note. So for the note list, we're going to do the same thing down here too. I'm going to yell at this freaking piss. Come on. Going to cut. We're going to paste. And oh, I hate that bug. Come on. No. Okay, we're just going to paste that in. Oh god. Yeah, that's old code. Alright, so we've done it. We've moved everything that we needed out. Now we've got the URLs which are broken. So we're going to go up to the top. Under the import, we've got the note views already. Alright, I didn't add them in. So they'll be the part of the note views. Note views and note views. So good thing about this is that the object data file is getting too big. So actually shrinking it down and actually having those objects in their own sort of place will be a lot better. So let's get this fixed. So I'm just gonna GG at the top, new lines. So from Django.model database.models import, we'll need the value as v. We'll need the f. We'll need the when. We'll need. I think that's it for the moment. I'll scroll up. In fact, I will probably need to specify. So object note will no longer need. So from NearBeach.models import object note. That will definitely need. As well as the these two. I'm looking at all my decorators and all that kind of stuff. So I've got those decorators in. I'll need JSON, I think. For JSON. All right, I'll need from NearBeach.decorators.check user permissions.object permissions import the check specific permissions. We'll also need check user generic permissions, I think. But what I want to do is I want to actually put that in like that, and bang like that. Get rid of that, bang like that, bang like that, and bang like that. All right, cool. Login required, yep, cool, import that. Check destination, yep, we'll import that too. Required methods. We just need 2 blank lines. Add note form. We'll need to edit that. We'll need to import this. We'll need to import that. We'll need to import that. All right, cool. So that will work. We've got rid of that. So if I hit reload, nothing's working. If I hit stop and debug again, it's going to tell me what's not going to be working. NearBeach URLs. But we should have add notes. It's right there, sunshine. Ah. I'll put this in tools. Oh, and I do have notes. All right. So what I got to do, select from 20 all the way down here. I'm going to cut I'm gonna just paste it in and then hate myself instantly because, and then I gotta close that and then I'm gonna delete that one. I'm gonna minimize it. Then I'm gonna put it over here. So we need this one to be at the top. So this is the add. So we'll paste it in. All right. Import JSON, because I know that one's going to be easy to do. What we need to do, alphabetalize this. All right, I need this structure. So add notes update. All right, this note list. Will be up here. Add in a couple of new lines, hit paste. Sweet. Okay. A couple of new lines in there. Organization note. Element OP. So that will be actually before here. All right, cool. So going with this, required HTTP methods, import that. Check destination, import that. Yep. We're just going through and adding stuff back in. It's going to be really simple and easy. F. There'll be Django's DB F. Yep. All right. Django. All right. When V, we can. We know that. Oh, is there a red thing up here? No. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, all right, cool. We're up and running. All right, so we're getting all the notes. We just can't create notes. Sad face. All right, so what we need to do is we need to fix this very quickly, and we can. We can get this done very, very quickly. So we've got the add, delete, and note list. Now the problem is all of these use these check specific, organize, pretty much check specific sort of stuff. So the add notes, what we want to do, so we want to add in a bit of CRUD into this. But we need CRUDs from both sides. So what we need is, if we were to draw this out, is we'll have two options coming through and they'll hit a generic. So we've got the org and other. And this will be the CRUD. So what we'll have is we'll still have add note. We'll still have delete note. We'll still have edit note. And we'll still have create note. But what we'll also have is the equivalent for org. All right. And these will hit a generic. All right. So the only difference here is the decorators. all that information that's been sent back it'll be perfectly fine. All right. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to create a bunch of generics. So the delete note will be the same. All right, cool. I'm just gonna create them here. It's gonna be called internal functions. So we'll have def generic add note. We'll leave it as that and then return like that. We're just gonna yank 4 lines. We're gonna paste. We're gonna paste. We're gonna paste. All right. I'm gonna say delete. Sorry. So add note, delete. So add, delete. List. Okay, so we've got add, we've got delete, generic, we've got list. And then, all right, the generic list note won't be needed. All right, so cool. Internal functions. So this will be generic add note. What we want to do. I mean, that's just 2 lines. That's not worth it. All right, the reason why I'm saying it's not worth it here is this is how many lines there are. It's not worth it. So if we go organization, delete note. Actually, in fact, let's copy all of that. So 66, so I'm going to copy 11 lines. We're going to go into here. We're just going to paste it in. So what we need is we actually need... whoops. Required HTTP methods. That's got to be a post. Pretty sure. And then what we need is at. We need that permission set. Need to import that permission. Internal functions, specific object permission. Check specific object permission. So min permission level will be a 1, and then object lookup will be organization. All right, cool. And then we copy that and we just paste it up here. And everyone's happy. And then we add in an extra line there. We require that's post. We require that's post. Everyone's happy. All right. Cool. Okay, so this isn't going to be, this is going to be organization delete note. Okay. And then we want to copy the add notes up here, but we only want to copy this much. And what we want to do, paste it in. And then we've just got organization, add notes. And this is where we do a generic sort of stuff. And we'll also be yanking. So we should get that information back. So if we yank that line and go organization, and we just paste it in, we need to add in the code and all that kind of stuff, which is what we'll do right now with our generic. So we've got the permissions, we're fine with that. Sorry, I need to go to the bathroom. Give me 1 minute. I will be right back. I won't be long at all. I'll just restart and start again. All right, cool. I am back. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's stop this. Let's get out of this. Where were we? We were adding in a generic for this. So what we need to pass through is the request, destination, location ID, and then we'll return this. So what we want to do is we're going to cut this out. Yeah, I know it's missing the last thing. We want to paste it in here. And we want to change that to a return. And then in here, we need to pass through the request. The object. The request, destination, and location ID. All right. In here, what we want is note JSON equals generic add, and then we've got request, destination, and location ID. And that's it. That's add the note and get the results back. All right, cool. This will fill out the form. It'll do all of its usual things, and we'll be happy. So with the organization add note, what we need to do is, so the destination here is going to be underscore, and that's going to be that's going to be organization ID. So get add the note and get the results. So this is going to be the exact same code essentially. So this will be generic add note. So we've got the request. The destination will be organization, and the location will be organization ID, and that's it. Oh, and this will be note JSON equals that. So we're happy with that. We need a space there. All right, now we just need to deal with the URLs. So we've got add notes. We'll just yank 5 of those. We're going to paste it after. We're going to go organization ID, and that's going to be organization add notes. All right, so that's one of the differences. So organization note, organization delete note. So we need delete note. Which we're just going to yank and paste. Note delete. Ooh, this is different. Note delete. Okay. And I just realized one other thing with the add note. This one, I've got to name it correctly. All right, with the delete note. All right. And we need to format this correctly. I will eventually go through this file and format everything so it's stock standard, like this. But until then, meh. All right. So we've got that, and then we've got the note list already in there. Okay, let's refresh. We've got an issue with the organization note list. All right, we've got a problem with the permissions themselves. So what I want to do, generic permissions, check user generic permissions. Let's go into that implementation. Let's do that. Let's reload. It's not reaching that. Oh, I'll probably have to do it that line. There we go. We just have to do another line. All right, so oh, I'm using the wrong permissions. Hang on a minute. Let's go back here. Check user generic permissions. Yeah, no, that's not what I meant to use. Okay, organization add notes. Yeah, definitely not what I meant to be using. It's meant to be specific. Yeah, all right, cool. I'm going to copy that. It should be specific. Yeah. And this add notes, I should be there. And yeah, I should be having a breakpoint there. Okay, cool. I'm going to hit reload. Now, this is the check user generic permissions. I'm just going to remove that breakpoint, and I'm just going to hit play. Okay, cool. So here we are. So we've got min permission level. Which should be organization and min permission level 1. All right. So we're going up, object lookup. If object lookup equals nothing, then raise permission. Cool. So then the function dictionary. So I'm going to go to that implementation. Ah, we don't have organization here. You know, we don't have organization there. She's like, what? How could you? I'm like, I can't help it. Change task permissions. All right. Yeah, this is part of the simplification of this, was we broke everything up into these sort of very specific permissions. So what we need to do, so we need to essentially do the same thing. We need to open up this. We need to open up our decorators. We've got the check user permissions. This is part of the object permissions. And then we've got partials. Now, do we have organization here? No, we don't. But it's something similar to like this. It's a very small partial of it. So we've got project permissions where you check all the different things and so forth. Like generic permissions and all that kind of stuff. We just didn't do one for, by the looks of it, customer and organization. So it should be really easy to sort of set up with the, we can, I think, copy the tag permissions. Yeah, we should be able to copy the tag permissions. So if we go copy and then paste, instead of tag permissions, it'll be organization permissions. And we'll add it in. Organization permissions. Okay, we've got user groups. Yes, because we need the user groups and permissions set, and this will be organization, and it'll be permission set organization max, and then it returns true and user level. So then in our object permission, we need to import this, which will go after note permission. Oh, this is so from .partials.object, sorry, not object, organization permissions, import organization permission. Then what we go down here is we just unzip that and we go organization permissions, like that. Now we're going to have to hit play. We're going to have to hit refresh. So we hit this once again. I am just going to, yeah, just going to hit play. All right, cool. So function dictionary, it passes. User level 4 passes true. We're all hunky-dory. And we just hit play. And that's now working. Cool. So the notes will now be appearing here. If we add a note, we get an error because organization add note. Now, yeah, we need to add these in now. So I'm going to close all tabs. I'm going to move this down a bit. I'm going to minimize everything. We're going to focus on the front end for the next couple of seconds. So what we want is modules, submodules, notes module. So with this particular one, we've just got note list in here. That seems to work. So that's get history. Create new. No, there's no other thing in here, which is fine. We do need list notes. So if we go up here and we're like, all right, where's our buttons again? So delete note. Oh, that opens up the modal, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So confirm note delete. So we need to, I think, confirm note delete is part of a wizard. We need to find the Axios here. So here it is. So in here, what we need to do is we need to let URL equals, and we're just gonna cut this and we're just gonna paste it in. All right. Depending on if we are, if destination is an organization, we have a slightly different URL due to permissions. Okay, so if this.destination holy hell, I don't have definition in here. Computed map getters. All right. Cool. It's probably going to be pretty much the exact same, but you know, it's slightly different. So this root URL, note, and we said organization delete. Let's double check that whilst we still can. Organization, yep. Delete, and then so forth like that. All right, cool. And then we're just keying in the URL there, and that's fine. This is understandable. It's not overly complicated. So that will be the delete. What else did we change? So we've got the list, we've got the delete, we need the add. So we need the add note. So list notes. Now the edit note will also be part of the add note. That's just one place. Edit history note wizard. All right, this is, sorry, I didn't recognize that name. Okay, Axios, here we are. Note update. Okay, just wait. Give me 2 seconds. Note. Could do this properly. So where's our NearBeach? Our views. And we've got our note view. If we have a look at our structure, we've got add note, delete note, note list. We don't have, oh, we've got update note. Yeah, we need a generic update note. Okay, not a problem. We'll add that in very quickly. Internal. Def generic update note. We need a request, an object, note, ID. And then all we need to do is essentially just pretty much all of this. All right. Well. Okay. That's all we need to do. And then that will be a simple generic update note and then request. And then done. And then we just need the organization to do the same thing. So I'm just gonna copy this. Whoops. Copy this. I'm gonna go at login required, login URL equals login, redirect field name equals nothing. All right, cool. I'm just gonna paste this in. I'm gonna delete these 2 lines. I'm then gonna go def organization update note. And once again, it's gonna be request object note ID args and quargs. Generic update note, we're going to pass through the request and return HTTP response. Done. Okay. All right. Gonna delete a couple of those. Gonna be like, all right, straight off the bat, that's spelled wrong. All right, so now we need the URLs. So update notes, which is right here. So we're gonna copy and we're gonna paste and we're gonna go update and then we're just gonna have organization update. All right, that's gonna be that. In reality, we should be moving this next to this up here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right. Paste that up there. I am going to delete these 5. I'm going to paste it after here. And then I am going to... So yeah, this is one problem with our permissions. Is when we got cases like this, we've got an edge case like this, like a massive sort of edge case. It might be an idea, if I don't like this, and I probably will hate this in the next couple of days, is I might strip out the organization notes and shove them in their own view, but still call these generics from in here. There's nothing wrong with that. And we'll neaten up that file. So, organization update. That will be organization update note. And we just need to key that in as organization update. Sweet. So, that being said, we haven't done the add notes yet, so let's find them out. So notes module, or list notes, I should state. Oh, there should be an add note somewhere. Add note. That's part of the VueJS card note. Okay, add note. Axios object Kanban card. Oh, this is part of card notes. Yeah, that's slightly different. That's fine. Once again, that's a part of an edge case too. Card notes, card note, new history note wizard. I'm just edit. Okay. Get rid of structure. I'm going to have a look at this data. So we should have new history note wizard. All right, object data, this destination, location, add notes. So yeah, we just need to change this to this. Okay, cool. So, new history notes. There's our add notes. So, depending if we are looking at if the destination is organization, we have a different URL due to permissions. So let's go let add notes equal add notes if this dot destination equals organization. Then we need to go add notes equals, and this is where we look at the URLs and we go organization add notes. And then this just becomes like so. Easy. Now the edit. So yeah, this will be depending on the, because yeah, note update. If we go up here, so update note. So we've got organization update note, and that'll be organization update. So it's slightly different depending on the if the destination is organization, we have a different URL due to permissions. Okay, cool. So let URL equal, and then I am just going to do that, and I'm going to paste that in, and then I'm just going to do that and be like, shh, shh, shh. No one saw that. URL. So if this dot destination equals organization, and I've got to double check destination's been pulled in. There we go. If destination, then that URL will become, it's where we double check note organization update. Note organization update. All right, cool. So we're happy with that. And now we just hit refresh. All right, cool, 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 cool. Everything's happening. We hit add. We had adding in a note for an organization. Didn't like it. It hit the organization add note, key error, location ID. All right, no problem. So what we're going to do, we're going to close all of these. We're going to open up the backend, just the backend at the moment. So the notes view. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the structure and click on organization add notes, and we're going to add in a breakpoint. And we're going to hit submit note again. And something's wrong with location ID. All right. Let's go to the URLs. Let's key in add notes. So we got one there. And then we've got organization add notes. Ah, we need to go organization add notes here. All right, easy fix. All right, so we just wait for the server to come back. We go notes, we go add notes, and we go adding a simple note. All right, so we have got this. I'm just gonna hit play, hope for the best. Green note, boom, added a simple note. There it is right there. We can now add in more notes. Boom. All right, we click on this. We go, all right, wrong one. We don't have the can edit here. That's a bit concerning. Because we want to be able to remove them. All right, I'm going to put that on that, and I'm going to add in one more note. I'm going to go down into it. We're just missing the fields. All right, not a problem. So what we want to do is we want to grab those particular fields. So this is part of the generic add note. We can borrow this. We can take this from the note list anyway. So note list, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yank those lines. So we're pasting them right here. We're adding that in like that. And we're making sure that we've got that there. And then at the end, it's can edit. Like so. All right, sweet. So if I refresh, I don't think I needed to refresh. I was just doing it for a test, and then we go pane, and we submit note. I should get rid of that breakpoint and then play. We should have that there, and then we can delete that note. And then editing this note. All right. Cool. Now we just got to make sure we haven't broken it anywhere else. So we're going to list all. We're going to go to a project. And what we're going to do, we're going to add in a note. We're going to delete this note. We're going to new note. We're going to edit this note. All right. I'm actually happy. I am very, very happy with that. So this bug gets fixed. It's a big fix. So git status, git add NearBeach URLs. Okay, so we added the URLs. We're ignoring the static. Decorators. Okay, cool. So that is now done. What we want to do, that is definitely ready for retesting. That's definitely coming out in this version, and we're just doing that. So my current issue should still be, all right, 6. We just got minor stuff in there. It's just ready for testing is 6 at the moment. Let's just shake out everything very, very quickly. I mean, this worked perfectly fine. I don't foresee us having any more issues. The documentation's not. Oh no, it's uploading. Yeah, I need to do something with the bugs. Okay, NearBeach, local development. I like that. Oh, it is too. Yeah, sweet. Sorry, I forgot I did that. Okay. I am going to say this is pretty much ready for the first 031 release tonight. So what we got to do is we've got to stop this build. We also want to, I'm just going to bring the terminal over into this page. What we're wanting to do is we want to sort of minimize this like this. We want to go to nearbeach.readthedocs.io. And then we want to go to procedures. We want to go deployment of NearBeach. And we've got process 1, which we're doing. So, git status. npm run prod. I know that there aren't any security issues. I saw that before. Compile the JavaScript into production mode. I'm doing that right now. I am definitely on the dev branch. All features have been pulled in. Implement the end-to-end tests. So npm run e2e. We do actually have a basic NearBeach basic setup all set up and so forth like that. We also know that the WebKit ain't going to work. So we're ignoring the WebKit. That's a bug. All right, cool. We're also going to check out the screenshots very, very quickly. So we need to go into sites, NearBeach. We need to go into test results. I need to actually put these as a proper sort of name, like artifacts or something like that. All of these screens are looking correct. All right, make sure the development branch has been pushed into Origin. This will include the production. All right, cool. So what we need to do is git add everything. Git commit release 0.31, sorry, .0. Git push. Okay, so just done git push. Check circle CI. That will take a run in the background. We're not doing the git flow. That doesn't seem to work for us, which is a bit sad, because I was hoping it was going to properly release it and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to git checkout main, git merge develop, git push, git checkout develop. All right, so if we go to github.com, NearBeach. I'm also going to go to Circle CI. I am just looking at the main one. All right, so this has been released. What's this pending? Oh, neat. Yeah, that'll be fun. So, going here, this will take a little while. We're going to close this. We're going to close this. I'm going to keep this open. Do I need to do anything else on here? No, I am going to do that. We can close this. We can close this. We can close this. Deployment process. So use git flow. All right. I wanted this to work. So I wanted this to actually do a release, as in GitHub release. So if we go to like github.com NearBeach, we've got the releases here, but it wasn't adding in any of the releases whatsoever, which is a annoyance. Oh, I should have done a pull request because I could have put stuff against it. Shoot. Well, I'll have to just do that through this way. So this is all ready for retesting. My current issues ready for retesting. Alpha. These will all be fixed. So yeah, and then it's got basic stuff to do now. All right, how long? That's built that. That's going to take a couple more minutes. So what I'm going to do is whilst we're waiting for that, I'm going to do a release, create a new release. We're going to have choose tag 0.31.0. Very exciting stuff. And then what were we going to call this? 0.31.0. And then what we're going to have, bug fixes. Going to do that. Then we've got to do it by the ID so that the smallest one is first. And we're just doing this. All right, so pre-release, create discussions. Hopefully this will be the second last sort of zero branch type of thing. So yeah, let's go publish release. Actually, I've just got to wait for this. This shouldn't be too much longer now. Because we did a test before. Everything should be passing. Uploading artifacts. Alright, sweet. Done. This is a success. So let's hit publish release. This is hit our Discord. I just heard the little ding. So NearBeach update. Yep. All right. Cool. Did a release. Cool. General. Let's go into our bug reports. I've been able to fix it. It was a race condition where it wasn't getting the destination location and time before submitting the query. Cool. Yeah. Let's have a look at our actions. Oops, sorry. So 0.31.0 is running now, which is great. So this will be deploying to our PyPI. Once that is done, it'll deploy the static files. Once that is done, it'll trigger the Docker build, and the Docker build will do a proper release, which means tonight, in about half an hour, I'll be able to upgrade my local version. So yeah. And then fingers crossed there's no issues like I had before. There shouldn't be. We don't know what happened before. So that was really weird. However, we've got so many tests running and so forth like that. Yeah. All right, whilst that is running, what we're going to do is we're going to fix all of these. So fix, 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 and fix. And we're going to do some system admin. So I need to click on this. I need to go into our custom fields. This is looking kind of curtain to see what I actually do. Sometimes out of stream and stuff like that. So versions, we've got a bunch of versions in here. I've got a, I don't want to see archive. So what we want to do is we want to add new value. alpha 0.31.1. I'm just going to copy that. We're going to start with a new color like there. Add new, and then number 2, and we're going to go that color. And then number 3, we're going to add that color. And value number 4, we're going to add in that color. And then we're going to add in number 5, add in that color. Number 6, add in that color. And number 7. Cool. So we're only, I mean, I've put so many ahead and stuff like that. Yeah, I just got that there. So this is now released. This is now archived. Okay, so if we go to our issues, what we want to do, we want to click on this. We want to click on this. We want to go like this. We want to save this like this. We want to click on this. We actually want to remove that and do that and do that, and then go update query. And then we want to do that again. But we want to remove the 2, save as new, and then do the 2 here. And so forth like that. So yeah, I tend to do this quite often. The idea being, remember we do 3 to 5 bugs, but there's also going to be releases happening where we're going to be building up new functionality too, and we're going to piecemeal some of that out, or it might be a giant sort of release type of thing. All right, cool. So I'm only going to go this far for the moment, because theory being save as new, save. The theory being is that's about 2 to 3 weeks of work right there, and I don't want to push myself too far. All right, so we've still got some minor bugs to do. Let's just do a quick to do for March. Or for the next couple of days. So for the next couple of days, I need to do a retrospective. For those who are interested in the retrospectives, they're actually on our Patreon for paying customers. Essentially, it's $1, really. I don't want to do that, no. So, yeah. It says $2 AU. It's $1. So, yeah, for $1. It goes far for us. Essentially, it helps us cover costs. Any more, essentially, we can start, getting people or hiring people to help. Do small stuff. So for example, UI, UX, or design, or this, that sort of things. So yeah. So retrospective, we need to do March goals. We also need to do another full deep shakeout, full deep test. We need to fix bugs as usual. Fix bugs, yay. And we'll also need to start looking at Gantt and sprints. Which is going to be pretty exciting. So I've decided how they're going to be implemented and so forth like that. Essentially, they're going to be implemented at both the project and requirement levels. So you as a person might not use requirements. Requirements are usually used for gathering user requirements. If you don't have a user requirement, you most likely won't be using, sorry, if you don't have clients, you most likely won't have requirements whatsoever. You might just work with projects and so forth like that. So the idea being with the projects, you'll have tasks assigned to them and so forth like that. But with requirements, yeah, that's terrible writing. Sorry, with requirements, whoa. All right, third time lucky. With requirements, you'll have items, you'll also have projects, and you'll have tasks. So it's a bit more deeper with this one. So the requirements are usually a helicopter view. So meant to be sort of up high sort of view. The items themselves are meant to be more detailed for specific sort of user requirements, and then you'll break those down into projects and tasks and so forth like that. So yeah, getting the sprint to work with this will be awesome. So I'll be happy. We'll also, Gantt charts will fit this too perfectly. So they'll be a part of the sprints, which will be great. So yeah, I've just got to figure it out. Yeah, so all I got to do is just figuring it out. Okay, so that it's now deploying the static files. That'll be another 20 minutes. And then the trigger docker build will actually happen. So this is getting exciting. This deserves to go on. Okay, cool. I think that's going to be it for tonight. We're almost at 4 hours. So let's actually update stuff. Let's we want to update our counter bugs. So current bugs, we've got 6. All right. Schedule bug 0, release bug 0, block bug 0. We've done the 0.31.0 today. That is the 1st of March 2024. Okay. And if we actually go to our content, so here, we'll do a retrospective, being like, what did we aim, what did we get, how many bugs we fixed, and all that kind of stuff. Once again, that goes up on Patreon. If you guys are interested, I don't think I... There we go. There's the link. Yeah, some of this we tried, attempted, and gave a good sort of time to do it. Like that, we took 2 or 3 streams for the replace Webpack with Vite, and in the end we were like, no, this is sadly not going to do what we could do because of how we set up our view file and all that kind of stuff. We are close to implementing the end-to-end testing in CI/CD, but kind of blocked by the fact that the release we can't do it on release, and we don't need to do it on every single merge into dev. The Podman container, that's one thing I didn't actually have a look at, and that's one thing I do need to sort of learn. This is stopped. No, this is still playing. Yeah. Gantt charts and all that. Alright, cool. Anyway, I can't drag this on for another 5 minutes just to get past the 4 hour mark. We are going to look at who we can raid. We've got Adrian Learns, the dev dad, Pirate Software, but he's playing games at the moment. We've got yeah. All right, cool.
Use that. So usually with a weapon.
So we're going to visit Charlie. We're going to watch him build a game, which is going to be fun. He's been working on this for ages, and it's starting to look really, really nice. So yes, let's go on through to Prismatic Dev and see what he's doing. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for coming along tonight. It has been wonderful. We have gotten stuff done. Hell, we did a release. We finally released the 031 branch. And it didn't take us too long. It took us, I think, less than a month and a half, which is great news. From here, once again, we're just going to do bugs and feature fixes and so forth like that. Anyway, thank you very much, and have a great day.